good, y'all? It's your boy Anthony.
And your girl Darlicia.
And we are Teammenzie. And today we got a very special treat for y'all.
We do?
Yes.
What?
We're going to talk about 5 love languages.
I want to know.
It's going to be a part 1. It's the 5 love languages are deep. It's going to take more than one video to cover everything we want to cover. So in this video, we're going to talk about all the 5 love languages and what they are.
Okay.
Then we're going to talk about what are your love languages.
Okay.
Then we're going to talk about what are my love languages.
Okay.
Then the last thing we're going to talk about is some of the struggles we dealt with in our marriage before we found out about love languages in general.
So are you saying that we made it? Like we doing it? Like
I'm not saying we made it, but I'm saying we are way better than what we were in the beginning. I don't think anybody could say they made it, but
subjective.
But we are a step in the right direction.
Okay.
So to start off, what are the 5 love languages?
Well, we have quality time,
Quality time,
acts of service,
acts of service,
physical touch,
physical touch,
words of affirmation,
and
gifts.
Those are the 5 love languages. Let's start with acts of service. Acts of service could be little things that you can do for your spouse around the house. It could be doing the dishes, doing laundry, making up the bed, whatever acts of service. If your spouse love language is acts of service.
So he knows.
Little things like that is what acts of service are.
I want to talk about quality time.
Okay.
Now, quality time is a time set aside for you and your spouse, you and your partner, without distractions, so that you guys can really get together, just vibe off of one another, maybe talk about your day. There's nothing in your phone, there's nothing on the computer, there's nothing that nobody's doing or saying that could take you away from that time with that person. Yeah. It's quality.
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 One other thing about quality time too is some people think that just because you're in the same house or you're in the same room, that you actually spending quality time.
It ain't quality, it's just time.
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. We'll get into that more later. But what else we got? We got physical touch. You know, if your spouse is more on the need to get their physical side on, it could be touch, rubbing, massages.
It could be holding hands.
It could be holding hands. It don't have to be always.
It could be hugging.
It don't have to be always intimate, but that's included as well. But yeah, all the physical things, you know, holding hands, like she said, and different stuff like that.
Yeah, like our knees are touching right. Y'all can't see it, but our knees are touching right now. That is a physical touch.
Physical touch.
So, what else? Gifts.
Gifts.
So a lot of people mistake gifts as being materialistic when that's not the case. For most people that have that love language, it's about the thought behind the gift. So it may not necessarily be the gift, which the gift is great, but to know that a person thought about you is the biggest thing. So it may be a handwritten note or card. That's a gift. It may be if I like pink socks and you got me some pink socks. That's very cheap. But it's like you listened, you heard what I said that I liked, and you wanted to get something like that for me. So it's you can see that and play that out in different ways, but really it's the thought and the attached feeling behind it.
Yep.
What was the last one? Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation. So it's basically affirming your spouse and letting them know, you know, that they are.
You gonna use the word in the definition?
Yeah. Appreciate it. You know, making them feel wanted, making them know that they matter,
that they have value in your life,
value in
and
your
that
life.
you notice. That's you notice them, and you're able to verbalize what good things that you notice about them, so that they can feel good. It's kind of like an ego booster, pride. It's kind of like, man, I see you, I need you, I value you being in my life.
Exactly. So those are the 5 love languages. We talked about them a little bit in depth. Now we're going to talk about what are our love languages.
Yeah.
So you can start with you.
My love languages are all 5.
Oh my God.
She's not lying. She is not lying.
I need a lot of love. Why can't people understand that? I need a lot of love.
She all 5.
I need a lot of love. But my top ones are quality time, words of affirmation, and quality time, words of affirmation, and acts of service. Those are my 3. Quality time, words of affirmation, and acts of service. Those are my top 3. I don't know the order of those. I think that acts of service kind of trumped for a while, and it kind of still does. Used to be words of affirmation, but quality time is just always up there. I am a person who loves to have quality time. It doesn't matter who it is. If I'm developing a relationship with you, I want quality time with you.
Who it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to learn that the hard way, as you can tell. She has all 5, and I was trying to see which ones she had. She literally has every single one of them, and those are rare cases.
I do.
But anyway,
I'm a special type of girl. I ain't gonna apologize for it.
Okay. My love languages are physical touch and
gifts. We so opposite.
my love language. Can I answer? My love languages are physical touch and physical touch. All I need.
He ain't lying. No, you words of affirmation.
I don't need all
You words of affirmation too.
You can keep the other 4. I just want the feel. All right, physical touch
the truth, y'all.
and gifts.
The first thing is love languages are not only used with spouses; they can be used with other relationships that you have, friendships, family ships, working relationships as well. It's important to know not only at home but outside of your home as well. Exactly. Second thing is. What are we talking about? Love languages are how you receive love.
Yeah.
Not how you give love.
Right.
And should I talk about it?
What?
Sometimes, y'all, the way we miss it is that we are trying to love people the way that we receive love instead of loving them the way that they need to be loved.
That's a message right there.
So that's kind of what you want to talk about when you said we didn't get it right.
Yeah, so the last thing we'll talk about is the struggles we dealt with in the beginning where we didn't understand love languages. I know I didn't. And I was trying to love her the way I receive love instead of loving her the way she receives love.
He used to give me a lot of gifts.
So I used to buy her.
He don't give me gifts no more, I'm sad, because I'm all 5.
I don't give you gifts?
You don't give me no gifts like you did?
I don't give you, okay, you tripping. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to reflect on what you just said and take a time out. All right. So, since I like to receive gifts and I like the gifts, I used to buy her stuff out the wazoo. I'm talking about diamond earrings.
Oh,
you know
my
gosh.
I
gave her one time.
It was one time.
Because you messed it up.
I can't redeem myself. I was in college. I was wearing it. Listen, though. I was wearing the earrings. And you know how, ladies, when the earring fall out and you don't know, you done gone throughout the whole day and you don't know the earring didn't fell out. That's what happened. And I did not know. I was wearing them, though. And he has never let me live it down.
I forget.
He ain't bought me no more jewelry. I'm talking about no more. No more.
So I ain't buy you no more jewelry after that?
Not no diamonds. Oh my gosh. You see, I still got it and I ain't lost it in 4 years.
Alright, so see, I would give her the diamond earrings and I was expecting her to be like, woo, we got me some diamond earrings, start crying, blah, blah, blah. She opened up the box and was just like, oh, thank you.
Granted, we were dating. Granted, we were heavy dating, and he paid it in a box like it was about to be a ring. So, okay, ladies, I need to know. If he give you a box of like a ring and you open up and it's earrings instead of a ring, of course you happy, but it's like, okay, let me come down from where I was at.
No.
You didn't think about that. So, men, come on, you gotta be thinking about that. Don't be trying to trick the women. Get a long box or something. Repackage it.
I was trying to love her the way I receive love, giving her gifts, buying her things, thinking that she would feel love from those things. But we found out that that wasn't the case. And I had to start loving her the way she receives love, which is quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service.
Those were
doing
the top
things.
two at first until we married.
Yeah.
When we were dating and we were courting, acts of service wasn't necessarily something on my list because we didn't live together.
Right.
And so as soon as we got married and we started doing things together and we had maintained a household together, that's when acts of service kind of came into the picture. So that's important to know too, is that your love languages can change over time and depending upon your relationship and your situation.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, I'm
And
definitely still.
It was
quality
tough.
time.
It was tough. It was tough in the beginning. But once we figured out what each other's love language was, we was able to love them in the correct way. I think everybody deserves to be loved the way they feel they need to be loved.
Yeah, and I wasn't buying him things.
Yeah.
I still don't buy him things that much. I do buy him some things, but I have a tough time doing that. I love to give of myself. I don't like to give money, but I know that I'm working on that. God has definitely grown me in that area. But for Anthony, he likes to know that I'm thinking about him. So I can easily get him some gummy worms. I can get him a brand new pack of t-shirts. I can bring him home just something for his game or something for him while he playing the game, which I don't want to do, but I do it. And he appreciates that. So just be mindful of what the other
Anybody
person
want to show me some love, just give me a pack of gummy worms.
Get him some gummy worms.
And we Gucci. You love me.
Get him some
You
gummy
love
worms.
me.
Get him that 5-pound thing of gummy worms.
Hey, you love me.
Not bears, but worms.
Facts.
But
So,
yes.
to reiterate everything we discussed, we talked about...
Good word.
Thank you. We talked about the 5 love languages. We gave some examples of each one. We talked about what our love languages are. And we gave a little bit of what we dealt with in the beginning when we had this misconception of how to show love to each other.
Right.
So hopefully you guys learn from this and help somebody, inspire somebody. And because we can start all loving our spouses the way they need to be loved.
That's right.
So, anyway, without further ado, you see us with the Teammenzie shirts on. Shout out to my bro Sean. Sean and Portia for hooking us up, customizing these shirts. Shout out to y'all.
Our t-shirt guy. That's in the video. So what we need y'all to do now, because we need y'all to do something, right? Comment below what is some other stuff that you want to hear about as far as love languages and communication.
Yes.
Right? So we only gave a small snippet. I know some of y'all are dating, some of y'all are single and wanting to be in a relationship, and some of y'all married or been married for a while, maybe new or been married for a while, and we still dealing with this.
Right.
Have we arrived? No. But we're talking about it, and that's the important thing, is that you can talk about it, realize what's going on, and correct the error, so that you can live a good life and have a good marriage.
Good life.
Yes.
Communication is key. I think we're gonna do another video about communication in relationships.
Okay, y'all
So
on then.
be looking forward to that video too. So without further ado,
Kiss.
okay. Teammenzie out.